Hey guys, welcome to my Vlogmas series. It is the 15th of December. Now we skipped a day yesterday. If you don't follow me over on Twitter, I did put out a tweet in the late afternoon, evening time to say that I was going to be missing yesterday's vlog because I spent the whole day out with my family and some friends. We went to visit Leicester, which is a place that I used to live whilst I was at university in Derby. That's a different story altogether. But I went to visit up there mostly because of an appointment I had, which you know what it's about because you'll have seen the title of this video. So, I have a new tattoo. Now, I did say I was going to be getting another one during the whole Vlogmas series, but yeah, so it's a week after the whole chicken tattoo thing. I had another appointment already arranged that I was going to be having this other one started. Not completed, started. So I'm going to show you, but yeah, we made arrangements to see some friends that we sadly don't get to see as often as we'd like, but it was just nice to hang around, revisit Leicester, because I haven't been there for about 10 years, over 10 years I think it is. I don't think I've visited there since. I might have been there once a long time ago, but yeah, it had been about 10 years since I was there, and it's really strange how much the place hasn't changed. I don't know why, because I'm sure that it's a general thing everywhere, that everything kind of stays very much the same with little bits changing, but I don't know, I just kind of expected a complete, like, I don't really know, I just expected it to be so different. And it wasn't. It was just so very strange to revisit. But it was cool. It was cool to see a lot of it. It was a shame. One thing that I do wish I could have got to do whilst I was there is whilst I was living in Leicester, I was doing some live sound engineering at a venue called The Musician. And I used to love that place. I say used to only because I haven't been able to be there. It's not saying that it went downhill at any point. I'm sure it's still just as cool as it was back then, and I love the people that would work there as well. They became great friends and they were wonderful to work with, and it would have been nice to have visited that as well, but sadly we weren't there overnight. We ended up staying just during the day, and we had a very late time starting back home. So that's why no vlog, because I could have done it, but it would have been a really rushed kind of thing, and I was tired from, we had an early start getting up to Leicester because of my appointment. So that's the story of that, and that's not really the subject of today's vlog. So there you have it. I'll see you guys. No, I won't. So yeah, I got this new tattoo, and it's there, right there. It's really cold, so these last few days it's been ridiculously cold, and the thing is you're not going to be able to see it because the only way I can actually wear this hoodie right now is I've got my tattoo covered up. But just to show you that it is there, I'm not lying, there is a tattoo here. But yeah, I'll show you some actual pictures of it right now whilst I carry on talking. I'll overlay them so you can see, should be looking at them right now. And yeah, as you can see, it is currently a kind of dark and scary kind of wood image. Now this is going to be a full sleeve that I'm going to have worked on over time, as it's I'd say it's very rare, but I don't even know if it's ever been done. I'm sure it's been done once or twice, of having a full sleeve completed in one sitting. But this is usually if you have a kind of static image that's going to cover the whole of your arm, then a lot of tattooists will work for the first sitting. They'll like do all the outlines so they know when they come back to it where all the placement is, so there's not any kind of doing like setting one piece up and then you've got to continue the single image, and there's the chance that they could accidentally put it off, especially if you're working from a stencil. I think is probably the majority of the time when they'll work on the outline first. because they don't want to like misplace slightly the image and then it looks skewed and all this. But for mine, it's going to be one piece, but working on kind of images that can be layered on top of each other and around each other. So it was decided that that's how we were going to work through it, is each session will be like a building block of it. So yeah, for this first sitting we've got that first part of it, and the next sitting will be completing that, going around, and then we'll build up for the rest of the arm. I don't want to, well, I'll say it now, I don't actually have the plan right now to keep an up-to-date run through the building of this tattoo on here, but if anyone is interested in me doing so as I get each piece, it's not going to be like once a week I'm going there to have work done. It's going to be like several months. At the moment I'm looking at hopefully a month or two's time will be the next session. But if anyone is interested in me keeping you guys up to date with how that's going, if you are interested in tattoos and you want to see how it gets worked on, then do let me know, because if there is the interest there, then I will keep everyone up to date on how that's going, because I obviously have the interest in tattoos and I'm more than happy to share it. But there is a theme for this one. It's an idea I've had for a very long time, about 10 or 11 years, and I finally decided to get it started. It is to do with my own kind of I was going to say my the issues that I've had with mental health, and that something that I bring up a lot. I know, probably get boring hearing me talk about it all the time, but it's more than that. It's kind of to do with my life's journey, but it's the kind of trouble that I went through in my childhood with going through a lot of bullying, and then in later life being diagnosed with depression and going through anorexia and all this other stuff. But it's also about coming out the other side, not exactly saying that you're free of that kind of way of thinking. I personally feel, and this is something me and the tattooist were talking about, that anyone who goes through any kind of mental health difficulties, I don't fully believe that anyone comes out the other side and they are 100% cured or better and they never have any issues again. It can come back, but I also think that it leaves someone a bit more sensitive to that way of thinking. So when you have your down days like everyone else does, it may be a bit worse for someone who's gone through that, because it's kind of stepping back, regressing back into that kind of depressed state. Not fully, or maybe not fully. Sometimes it may be, like as with everyone else, you have days worse than others. But what it is you find coping mechanisms so that for the most part you find ways of dealing with it. Again, it may not mean like 100% cure for it, like you start feeling yourself get low and then you do whatever to make yourself feel better and then you're absolutely fine, but it may soften the blow. So that is the theme of this one, is going through the troubles that I have done, like a lot of people have done. I'm not going to say I'm unique in having experienced it, but it is, the idea of it is to be a positive tattoo, to show coming out the other side and continuing to fight against these kind of depression, mental health demons, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's it, and I am so happy with the way this is looking. And the artist I went to, Julie Manson, she did my Jack Skellington tattoo, and I knew that she was one who preferred like a traditional Japanese style tattooing or art in general. So I really liked her work and I liked her as a person, so after getting Jack, I had it in mind that if ever I could think of something that would probably be better fitting to the kind of work that she likes to do, then I would go to her. And I came up with this idea, like I say, 10 or more years ago, and had it in mind that I wanted to go back to her for it. And finally getting it started, I'm really happy that I'm getting it started, and I'm even happier that I was able to go back to her and get her to work on it. So I'm really looking forward to continuing on with this piece. Let's say, if you want to be kept up to date as this thing goes, even if it's just a quick video, you say, hey, I had another session, here's how it's looking. Or if you want more detail on how I found the process, like pain wise or whatever, let me know. If there's anything else you'd like to discuss that I've brought up today, whether it be tattoos or depression or anything like that, feel free to comment below, hit me up over on Twitter. I'm always happy to have a chat about these kind of things, and I could bring it up again, do further discussions in these vlogs, or even after Vlogmas, do other videos on it. Always happy. So yeah, that's what I got up to yesterday. So this is kind of yesterday's vlog today, missing out a day, bringing it to another day. So we're missing today's technically. My brain's starting to hurt. We'll leave it there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.